At the end of my podcast last night, we discussed the fact that Pato O'Ward and Herta have struggled to get going this season, especially considering the fact that there are more or less favourites going into the season. After Herta was signed into the McLaren test driver program, many rumours regarding O'Ward's future with the team were thrown into the air, with Pato himself being open to other alternatives if the outfit did want to go with Herta. It's unclear as to why McLaren went with Herta. As discussed in a previous video, it could be a favour from Zach Brown to his good friend Andretti, as a way to form a technical alliance before Andretti joined the sport in 2024. But really, who knows? That is not what we are discussing today. Today we are going to sit back and have a look at Pato O'Ward in more depth, since it's been requested way too many times. So sit back, relax, grab a glass of your country's proudest beverage, because today we are discussing what is going on with Pato O'Ward. Pato O'Ward began his racing career in karting at the end of 2005 and remained in karting until 2012. In 2013, he competed in the Formula Renault 1.6 NEC and Pacific Formula F2000, where he performed pretty well for a rookie, but nothing too outstanding. The following year, O'Ward joined the French F4 series, where he scored one race win to finish 7th in the championship. In 2015, O'Ward made his debut in the Pro Mazda Championship with Team Pelfrey, finishing 6th in the championship, beginning a pretty decent campaign within this series. The next season, Pato stayed with Team Pelfrey and finished the season as championship runner-up to Aaron Telitz. 2 years later in 2018, O'Ward's pace came out of nowhere. Pato signed with Andretti Autosport to compete in Indy Lights. He won 9 of the 17 races and was named Rookie of the Year after winning the championship in the penultimate race of the season in Portland, beating out Colton Herta. 2 weeks after clinching the title, O'Ward made his IndyCar debut at Sonoma Raceway for Harding Racing, where he qualified 5th and finished 9th. This was a brilliant start for O'Ward, however we unfortunately didn't see this return for a while. The following year was very interesting for Pato. He was supposed to have a full-time drive for Harding, however he faced sponsorship issues which put him out of a seat. On March the 7th, O'Ward joined Carlin on a part-time deal which saw him drive in 13 races in the 2019 season. He unfortunately failed to qualify for the Indy 500 however, along with Carlin teammate Max Chilton and the Carlin prepared car of McLaren Racing's Fernando Alonso, which I've discussed more in this video here. In May, O'Ward was signed into the Red Bull Junior team and had the chance to compete at the Austrian Formula 2 round, filling in for the band Mahavir Raghunathan. It's all connected. The fact that I built this channel around bullying dreadful feeder series drivers and it's come full circle is just so poetic. It was also announced that O'Ward would replace Dan Ticktum in the Super Formula Championship. However, unfortunately for Pato, the FIA chose to award fewer super license points for the Indy Lights Championship. Therefore, O'Ward didn't have the required points to race in F1 in 2020, so he got dropped by Red Bull. Typical Helmut betrayal, I suppose. Don't worry Pato, it happens to the best. At least Marco granted O'Ward an early release from his contract due to available IndyCar seats. This messy deal saw him only compete in 8 of the 13 events he originally signed for. He placed 26th in the final point standings with the best race finish of 8th at COTA. On October the 30th, it was announced that O'Ward had signed a deal with Arrow McLaren SP for the 2020 season. This is where his luck turned around and he had the chance to build on a strong campaign in one of the best racing series in the world. In his first season for Arrow McLaren SP, O'Ward was partnered by Oliver Askew, with Fernando Alonso in a third entry at the Indy 500. O'Ward had a strong start to 2020, clinching pole position in his first podium finish at the Road America doubleheader, finishing P2. At Iowa, he finished 4th in the first race. He was 4th in the standings heading into the Indy 500, which was held in August due to that whole pandemic thing, whatever that was. O'Ward remarkably finished 6th in his first Indy 500 and won the Indianapolis 500 Rookie of the Year award for this performance. He then managed to score consecutive podium finishes in the doubleheader at Worldwide Technology Raceway, otherwise known as Gateway. O'Ward was as high as 3rd in the driver's standings before unfortunately finishing 11th and 9th at Mid-Ohio, and a disappointing 22nd place at the Harvest GP around the Indy infield circuit, which dropped him to 5th in the overall standings. After signing a new deal with McLaren late in the year, he finished 2nd in the season finale at St. Petersburg, securing 4th in the final championship standings, which was fantastic for his first full-time IndyCar campaign. O'Ward's second season with Arrow McLaren SP saw him partner ex-Ganassi driver Felix Rosenqvist after Palou moved to the number 10. 2021 would turn out to be a promising campaign for O'Ward, as a strong title contender throughout. He started the season off well, scoring his second career pole position at the season opener at Barber, but was unfortunately unable to convert that pole position into a win. O'Ward took his first podium of the season with a third place finish at the Texas Motor Speedway, and took his maiden IndyCar victory in the second race the following day. He became the first Chevrolet driver not from Team Penske to win a race since 2016, highlighting the fact that McLaren were serious contenders now. After taking his first win, O'Ward never dropped lower than third in the standings, consistently fending off the likes of Joseph Newgarden and Scott Dixon, whilst challenging Alex Palou for the majority of the season. This highlights how consistent he was throughout, catapulting the name O'Ward into fame. He started on the pole and finished third at Detroit, then won the second race of the doubleheader, taking his first win on a street circuit. He scored his third pole position at the Big Machine Spiked Coolers Grand Prix, where he eventually finished fifth in the race. He achieved another second place finish at Gateway, allowing him to lead the championship for the first time in the season. However, a shocking 14th place at Portland saw Palou retake the lead after winning that race. Ahead of the season finale, Palou led the points championship ahead of Pato and Newgarden, but it was all to play for, because you never know what can happen in IndyCar. At Long Beach, the season finale, O'Ward would have to earn the bonus point from qualifying for the pole position, win the race, and hope that Palou finished no better than 13th to win the championship. So unless Palou encountered problems, it looked pretty certain that O'Ward would clinch second. After a controversial qualifying session, Pato's race would be cut short after Ed Jones forgot he had a brake pedal and caned it into the side of the McLaren, shattering the Mexican's title hopes. This resulted in a retirement due to damage at the rear of the car, dropping him down to third in the standings, which was so unlucky and didn't demonstrate how quick he was in the season. The silver lining, I suppose, is the fact that he secured his first IndyCar track discipline championship when he won the AJ Foyt Cup as the highest scoring driver on oval courses. Before the 2021 season, Zach Brown promised O'Ward a test of the 2021 McLaren F1 car if he could win at least one IndyCar race. O'Ward proceeded to win the XPEL 375, securing the promised F1 test within minutes after crossing the line. O'Ward got his first opportunity to drive a Formula 1 car on November the 14th, 2021, when he demonstrated a McLaren MP413 at Laguna Seca. Mika Hakkinen, who drove the MP413 to his first championship, helped to familiarise O'Ward with the car. Later in the year, on December the 14th, O'Ward tested the MCL35M in Abu Dhabi, where he finished fourth fastest after completing 92 laps. Despite speculation that the test could lead Pato to Formula 1, Zach Brown confirmed that O'Ward would be back in IndyCar for the 2022 season, dismissing the rumours. Brown later then stated that the Abu Dhabi test could lead to Pato getting additional Formula 1 tests, if O'Ward adapted to the car and the tyres well. However, he also added that Pato would have to win the IndyCar championship for McLaren to consider moving him from IndyCar to Formula 1, motivating the Mexican to push harder in 2022. This leads us to 2022, where O'Ward hasn't made the start that he was looking for. After mediocre results in St. Petersburg and Texas, his Formula 1 future seems to be in doubt, especially considering that Herta was signed into the new test program. Recently, Pato stated, "I'm currently under contract with McLaren, but there are scenarios that could see me in a very different position at the end of the season. This could suggest that he is open to moving to another IndyCar team, which could suggest that he might not be as focused on F1 as he previously thought. O'Ward becoming a free agent would cause chaos for the driver market, since the bigger teams such as Ganassi, Penske or Andretti could snap him up. But this could all be pointless speculation since we really don't know anything yet. All we do know is that Herta has McLaren tests booked and Pato doesn't at this very moment. Anyway, what do you think Pato could do next season? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, and if you do, I will see you all in the next one. But until then, take care and thank you very much for watching.